Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 38, Fields. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
The Dolphins at 3-7 now in the year. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 1st down, Mooney
to about the 40-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, Mooney. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
motion Hill. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out of the gun, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Here's Fields.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
Under pressure, they got him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Mooney.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Whitlock. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Mooney, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On 3rd down, Whitlock. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Off play action. Fields.
And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
Or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Airing this one out for Evans.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Out of the gun now on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Spencer. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play. But he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Mooney gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Whitlock dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Sanders' kick is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball. After that, they didn't even get a first down.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
To throw is Fields. That's complete right center.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The CD in this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on third down, Whitlock.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
They'll run on first down. Mooney, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on third down. Whitlock. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
On first down, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lyons. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath, sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
6 yards left on second down. Again, Fields.
He completes it to Evans. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down now, Mooney, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
The slot man in motion right. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Whitlock. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Mooney, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To throw on 2nd down, Whitlock.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw. Whitlock. He is going to find Hill here.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Mooney, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Whitlock. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
In motion, Hill. Off the play fake. Whitlock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start it on the ground with Morris.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Returning it, here's Spencer.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 2nd down, Mooney. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
On second down now, Mooney. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From the gun on third down, Whitlock. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Mooney. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on second down. Whitlock. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On third down, Whitlock. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Fields.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards. Throwing on first down. Whitlock. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
All eyes on Fields.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,